Hey guys, welcome to the ACS exam tips video. This is the ultimate guide on how to take the ACS exam for General Chemistry 1 and 2. Don't forget to stop by our website at chemexams.com to check out our full ACS practice exams. All of our practice exams are 70 questions and have a video solution for every question. My name is Wes, and today we're going to talk about some essential tips for taking the ACS exam. Many of these tips can greatly improve your performance and are unknown to students that haven't seen this video. Let's get started. Tip number 1. Arrive early. When I mean early, I don't mean just 5 or 10 minutes early. Arrive about 30 to 45 minutes early. There are many reasons for arriving this early that we're going to talk about, which leads me straight to my next point. Tip number 2. Sit in the seat with the largest desk in the classroom. There are many sizes and types of desks that classrooms use, but often there will be that classroom that just has those really small desks. Sometimes those classrooms will have a larger desk for people with disabilities, or a few desks possibly, or work areas that are just a little bigger than the rest. If there isn't a disabled person that will be using one of these bigger desks, it's good to grab this desk even just for the exam. Look across this classroom. Do you see it? That's your desk right there. You will have a test booklet, calculator, a giant Scantron, a scratch piece of paper, and 2 pencils. This is a lot of stuff to juggle when you're trying to focus on taking a timed exam. Reduce the shuffling of these items as much as possible to save time and focus on working the questions. There are many questions on the exam where you have to reference the periodic table, which is on a different page than the questions are. All of the shuffling around can be frustrating and can cause you to lose focus and take up time. Tip number 3. There's another reason to arrive early. When you take the ACS exam, you aren't allowed to start the exam or even break the seal for the booklet until the time starts. However, you are allowed to fill out the Scantron with all of your information on both letters and bubbles. This takes about 3 to 5 minutes, maybe a little longer. Students that arrive right on time to the class will have to spend precious test-taking time to fill this out. You will have to fill out things such as your name, student ID, major code, and other information depending on your school and your professor. Tip number 4. When taking the ACS exam, if you have trouble starting a calculation, or if it takes you more than 30 seconds to get one going, or if there's a question that's just really hard to solve, leave it blank and come back to it after you finish the rest of the exam, if you still have time. All of the questions on the ACS exam are worth the exact same amount of points. There are a lot of easy questions that only take 30 seconds or less to answer, and they count for the same amount or weigh the same as the long questions that take you 5 or more minutes to solve. Tip number 5. Do the last page of the exam first. Now, don't get your numbering all messed up on your Scantron, but the last page of the exam usually has some of the lab safety questions that are really easy to answer, as well as a few other questions that might be fast and easy. Tip number 6. Know your calculator. Also ask your professor in advance if your calculator will be acceptable to use on the exam. Most professors do not allow programmable calculators. I personally use a TI-84 Plus calculator most of the time. This is a programmable calculator and would typically not be allowed to be used on the ACS exam. Find a good calculator that is approved by the professor at least 6 weeks prior to taking the ACS exam. Practice with this calculator instead of any other one. Know how to use it quickly and accurately. Tip number 7. Watch the clock. If you get down to having 20 minutes or less to finish the exam, spend the next 15 minutes looking for questions that are really fast to answer. Spend the last few minutes after that guessing on any questions that are incomplete or haven't been answered. By guessing, I mean answer the letter C. Consistently answer C on any that you guess. This will mean you should get about 25% of them correct statistically. If you guess different letters on each one randomly, statistically your odds of getting any of them correct are much less. Be sure to never leave any answer blank. Thanks guys for watching this video. Don't forget that we have ACS practice exams with video solutions at chemexams.com. Good luck on studying and good luck on taking your exams.